Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about because my driver's license suspended, bestie. Customer says UberEats driver was supposed to deliver on a bicycle. He arrived in a Nissan Altima. So one of the things that have been happening a lot in the gig economy as of late is various types of account fraud. Sometimes it's a boyfriend borrowing their girlfriend's account because they can't pass a background check, or vice versa. Sometimes somebody's renting out their account, so they're trying to make passive income that way, which that's a whole other level of fraud that shouldn't be there. And then there is people pretending to have bike accounts and then driving a normal car. And a lot of drivers are not happy about that because we don't like drivers gaming the system. So with that said, I want to go over everything that's being said in this article, how it actually is for Doordash, UberEats, and Grubhub drivers of all kinds, driving all different types of vehicles, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. So when one orders from UberEats or other comparable delivery services, they usually get some information as to who their driver is going to be and what vehicle they're going to be driving. This allows a customer to be able to easily identify their drivers, a necessity in densely populated areas like cities. Yeah, I gotta tell you, metro areas specifically are super perfect for bikers. People who want to get into gig work via bike, that is a great way to go about it. You just got to be careful not to, lose your bike for any reason. However, the listings on the app are not always as they appear, as TikTok user Landonromanoo at Landonromanoo recently noted in a video with over 43,000 views as of Friday morning. Romano poses a simple question. The things you do for content, huh? I'm going to leave his TikTok as well as his profile in the description so you can develop your own opinions on the subject.
I got another question, and this one's for my UberEats drivers. Answer me this. How come y'all lie in the app and say you delivering the order on a bicycle? Is it because you don't have car insurance and they ask for it when you signed up? It's all right. It's all right. I ain't going to tell nobody. But I said, that bicycle sure do look a whole lot like a Nissan Altima to me.
Well, sometimes it's about that. Sometimes it's actually about the orders themselves. You get a lot of higher paying orders for shorter distances, which is less mileage. Sometimes it's about getting past the car insurance or background check for motor vehicles and things to that effect, but still. On a page on Uber's website about this idea, the company says if a delivery person's vehicle doesn't match what's shown in the app, let us know below. As for why this happens in the first place, however, theories vary. Yeah, so you can get reported for that specifically. It doesn't matter if you're doing it for income purposes or just preventative measures, so that way you don't have to provide certain insurance information or driving information. Maybe your driver's license has been revoked for some reason. Either way, don't do that. They're cheating the system by taking short distance orders from actual bikers, a user writes on the UberEats subreddit. I suggest you next time report them. You'll get a refund on your food. I mean, if you want to do that, go for it, but please don't report somebody just for the sake of reporting somebody. Because I feel like that's going to foster a new refund method. Just please don't. They could be profiteering by juggling multiple accounts, which isn't fair, so please report them, suggests another. Okay, yeah, that's another thing that happens. Some drivers actually have multiple accounts in hand. That's why you'll see people literally holding two phones, and they're literally both Uber accounts or both Doordash accounts, so that's another thing. In the TikTok comments, similar theories were thrown about because my driver's license was suspended, bestie, a user said. I don't have a license yet, that's why. Added a second. Well, there you go. So insurance companies won't find out and raise their insurance rates, a third user claims. Car insurance companies are very nosy and will find out if you register the car. Yeah, I hate that answer, but it's so true. The fact of the matter is some people are looking to make money in their everyday lives, not lose money on things like that. If you have an accident, they won't let you drive, so in order to make money, you have to put a bike so you can deliver, wrote an additional TikToker. driver. Yeah, so some people try to hide their motor vehicle report information so that way they could actually sign up for certain accounts, and that's a big deal in a lot of areas. While this may seem like a convenience for some Uber drivers, Uber can suspend drivers for using cars that don't have insurance and registration approved in their name. A story of a similar nature went viral in 2001 after a New Zealand Uber Eats driver complained that he was suspended after he began driving his second car while his first was being serviced. So the best thing you could do in that case is actually just have both of those cars on the account. You can actually set it up that way, or even have a bike account and then have car accounts as well. Sometimes maybe you do want to take a bike instead. These gas prices, I wouldn't blame you. Our community guidelines make it clear to all users the behavior that is expected of them when using the Uber app and how they can lose access, an Uber spokesperson told Stuff in response to the incident. These standards clearly state that driver partners and delivery people must take trips and deliveries using only approved vehicles. And if you need to know more about the approved vehicles and other insurance information that can help you sign up a new vehicle or otherwise, I made a video talking all about that. I'll leave that in the description. Feel free to check that out. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. Some people would look at this like it's a victimless crime or it's no big deal. Maybe in the eyes of the person getting their food or the person who's actually driving, it really isn't. But in the eyes of those who are on the wait list trying to get on Uber, for those who are trying to get onto apps like Doordash or other things that there's a wait list for, and people are doing things like this, that's a big deal. There's a reason why identity verification is becoming such a huge thing in the gig economy. Like, people are taking that very seriously now. Walmart's Bark is probably not going to be around anymore because people kept committing fraud because boyfriends and girlfriends who couldn't pass background checks are using the app. The account's not in their name, it's in their significant other's name. Or they're renting out accounts. Or maybe on more of a related thing, metro areas where people would normally get their food quicker on a bike now have to deal with you sitting in traffic. Like, what the heck is that? I understand all of these apps can be super lucrative and you can get a lot of high-paying orders with short distances, but that does not mean you commit fraud in the name of making money. Do yourself a favor, keep it by the book, keep it legit, so that way everybody and anybody who wants to be a part of the gig economy, whether they're riding a bike or driving a car or whatever, can make the most amount of money in the least amount of time in the safest possible way for all parties involved. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!